So what could we do now? I kind of want to go... I don't want to go back there, so let's untick that. Light in the darkness. Dream home. That's just... There's so much. We do need to speak to Barrett. And we've got a few things in New Atlantis that we need to speak to Nurse at the Med Bay and Theresa Mason. So maybe we go back to New Atlantis. We need to speak to Vladimir anyway. So... we do have to do those research outposts. I just want to build a ship. I think I really want to build a ship. Mantis. Apply for the assistant to the director job. That's at Mars. Where's Mantis? Which star system is that? It's a level 30 star system. Maybe we're a bit too green for that, so to speak. You need to do that as well. Where's this? Is that a void? Is that in Voil? Where the hell is that? Okay, that's at Kumasi. Okay, that's a bit out of our level range as well. We have got two level ups to actually put in somewhere. Maybe we go to the Proud Eklund Star Yard first. Maybe we go do that. Let's go to the Star Yard at Narion, shall we? Oh, I didn't take off. Oh well. It's fine. Moon of Diplaka. Troud Eklund Star Yard. Let's scan this planet first. Frozen plains. It's got calcium, chlorasterines, chloride, and water. Sounds absolutely lovely.
Unknown vessel, welcome to Stroud Eklund. You are cleared to board.
Love it. Unknown vessel, you are cleared to board. Let's go.
Welcome to Stroud Eklund Star Yard. Permission to dock granted.
Whoa, this place looks massive. Just gonna say. Maybe by designing a ship, we get a new ship. Just saying. Just saying. That's what I'm thinking. Come on, Andreja. Oh, up. I was looking down. I didn't look up. Whoa. Find jewels.
How can I be of service?
Okay, everything's stealing, so...
I'm Walter Stroud, and on behalf of Stroud Eklund...
Walter is quite proud of what his company has accomplished, and for good reason.
We are creating
Not much going on.
revolutionary new starships at prices that are out of this world. You've seen the rest.
I came out of curiosity, but some of these specs... impressive.
If I were Tile, I'd be very concerned about the new Stroud Eklund models.
Everything's so new here.
What we should focus on.
Tried and true is so dull, though. I like Frank's design.
but maybe we could pivot it to more of a research vessel? Something suited for deep space exploration.
I like that.
That's a great suggestion. But you know what? We haven't heard from Nev yet. Maybe she has some marketing insights.
Okay, but... What if... Sorry, hear me out. What if we went for the family recreation demo instead? It's a much bigger market than Explorers, and no one else is doing it.
Seriously?
That's a little different than I think we were all expecting, but a really good point.
I also worry that
We
would
got a
limit us.
business to run. No time for sentiment.
Hey, back up. Nev's got a point. It's something we could easily build. And I'm sure the number crunchers could make it turn a tidy profit.
Thank you.
But I do think a solid, no-frills ship with a large cargo capacity would be even more practical and doable, given our time frame.
Yeah, same here.
Look, everyone, we need to come together if we're to succeed. Let's change direction and do a little thought exercise.
Oh god.
Okay, fine. Maybe we should all just go back and develop our ideas some more before Walter's consultant, friend, whatever they are, gets here.
Well, I'm here already.
The decision's apparently out of our hands anyway.
Oh. So they're actually the... you know what? I'm going to have a quick look around. Whoa. This star yard is actually massive. Right, well, let's go speak to Jules or whoever it is. Hi there.
Hello. Hi there.
How long have you been leading the R&D team?
It might surprise you to hear that no, I have not. This is actually the first project I've led for Stroud Eklund. I recently graduated with a master's degree in engineering management. I'm actually kind of surprised they hired me, but I was at the top of my class, so maybe they didn't want to lose me to some other star yard. Anyway, I'm grateful for the chance to do good work here.
So you're the project lead. What does that mean?
It means I'm responsible for making sure our projects are carried through to completion. I'm not the one calling all the shots per se, but I do need to ensure the people making those calls are empowered to do that within the limits the executive set for us.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm here to speak to you about this new ship project.
You must be Walter's colleague. He informed me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite the fact that we have a fully dedicated R&D staff already assigned to it. But that's okay. I'm sure that even though you have virtually no experience with this, you'll do a great job.
Wow. I'll be honest, I still have no idea why Walter trusts me to do this.
Great! That's great. Cool. Well, since we have no other choice, let's get to it, shall we?
Oof, that is not a good sign.
As you probably know, we're tasked with coming up with Stroud Eklund's next hit starship. But we have budget concerns, market research to finish, and we can't seem to agree on a design. So
Okay.
I guess Walter sent you to resolve these issues. Have at it.
What's so hard about choosing a ship? What kind of ship to build? Come on.
There are a lot of factors to consider. Who is our market and what do they want in a ship? Which components are we putting into it? How fast should it go? How much cargo capacity should it have? What color should it be?
Fair point.
We need to decide every
Fair
little detail.
point. Can you tell me a little about the team?
Sure. I'm Jules, R&D project lead. Was the one making all the big decisions. I suppose I just coordinate now. You already heard from Frank. He's lead designer on the project, focused on the look and feel of the ships. There's Ella, another senior designer. She focuses on some of the more technical designs of ships. Went to school with Frank. Mike is our senior engineer, responsible for consulting on all the technical bits, the machinery, the computer systems, etc.
Okay.
And then there's Nev. She's here for marketing. It's her job to weigh in and sell this thing to consumers.
Okay. Yeah, I think I understand. I'm ready.
Okay, good. So, before we can do anything, we need to resolve the budget issue. We were charged with building the newest, hottest ship on the market, which won't be possible unless we petition the board for more money. So we have 2 new budget proposals. One will allow us to build what I consider to be a very sensible ship, but we'll have to make some tough design cuts. The other will allow us much more flexibility to put whatever we want into the ship. It's what I call the kitchen sink proposal. I don't love it, but it'll be next to impossible to approve. What should we go with?
What's wrong with the kitchen sink budget? Wouldn't everyone get what they want?
While it's true we'd be able to afford to put anything and everything into that design, it's just not practical. And the board will put more pressure on us to see that it succeeds. I worry that without constraints, my team will be disincentivized to focus this ship in any given direction. And they'll try to cram in everything but the kitchen sink, hence the name. Who knows what kind of monstrosity we'd create if we tried to incorporate all of our designs. And would something that expensive actually sell?
That's a fair point. What kind of budgets would we have to make for the sensible design?
It's more that we can only choose certain design elements at the expense of others. In other words, if we go with something in Mike's design, there's not enough money in the budget for what Ella wants. That's one of the reasons we haven't been able to agree on anything.
Why can't you use the original budget you're given?
I'd love to, seriously. It would be a huge win for us if we came in under or at that budget. But none of the viable designs for this project can be made for that amount. I've already rejected that budget, so I have to go to the board regardless. And since you're now responsible for the major decisions, which budget proposal we go with falls on you.
Oh. What the hell kind of face are you making, lady? Are you just yawning? We can build whatever we want with a larger budget. Let's go with the kitchen sink. With a smaller budget, will help us focus on the design. Let's stick with your sensible budget proposal. Oh. We can build whatever we want, but a smaller budget will allow more people to buy it.
Sorry, this is awkward and I'm not quite sure what to do, so I really hope you're just messing with me.
I'm thinking, lady, I'm thinking. I don't know, this is such a big decision. Let's stick with your sensible budget proposal. We can build whatever we want with a larger budget. I guess Stroud Eklund is... They've got money. They have got money.
Oh, sorry. Just thinking to myself.
Flip a coin, I know, right? Do we get this shit? That's the thing. Let's go with the kitchen sink. Fuck it.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Yes.
Look,
let's go for it.
I'm the one who has to go to the board with this proposal, so before I can convince them this is going to be worth it, you're going to need to convince me.
We're gonna go big or go home. I know how I can sell this idea to the board.
I'm all ears because it's going to take a miracle to convince them.
6. Okay, 6. Nothing's ever been done like this before. Think of the inventions that this could bring to the market.
It's true. That kind of budget could set us up to be industry leaders with a brand new type of ship.
Exactly. There must be some way you can both win here.
Maybe so. Okay, I think you made some good points. I'll go to the board with the kitchen sink proposal and get that approved.
Well, Jules, it seems you have your work cut out for you.
Great, that's one problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on. Next, we need to gather some market data. The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through some real-world scenarios so we can make more informed design decisions.
Okay. Why me? I know better ways of gathering that kind of data.
Well, Mr. Stroud believes you fit in our target demographic. We heard about some of your adventures, and we tend to agree that getting data from someone like you will be helpful. Frankly, most of our test pilots played a little too safe, and the scenarios we run don't push the limits as much as we can get away with legally. But luckily, we don't have those same concerns with you, because you're not technically employed by us, and Walter trusts you.
Makes sense. Sure, just tell me what I need to do.
Great! Just pick up a mission or two at the mission board and proceed like you normally would. We'll collect the data when you return.
Okay.
If you take on a variety of missions, we can build a ship to handle a variety of scenarios. But if you just fly one mission, we can build a more focused ship. It's up to you. In the meantime,
Ooh.
you might also want to talk with the team, get to know them, give feedback on their proposals, etc. Good luck out there.
No worries.
This is going great. Just fantastic. We'll chat again soon, okay? We're all super glad. Oh,
I'll give you some feedback.
I actually do have a proposal. I wasn't really expecting you to give me feedback, but why not, I guess. I'd like to see us branch out a bit more in the starfighter market. Bounty hunting and mercenary work are both big these days, especially among the hard-blooded Freestars.
Through that. Is there a lot of demand for starfighters in the consumer
I'm
market?
glad you brought that up. No, and yes. There's a lot of work out there that requires a capable fighting ship. But the real success comes from UC military contracts, which we would hope to attract by building a higher-end version of this ship platform for them.
How would we go around designing a starfighter like that?
We'd want to give it strong weapons, tough defenses, plus good speed and maneuverability.
I like that.
Most starfighters are fairly small, and the tricky part is keeping costs down with all those fancy modules.
A starfighter. That's the one thing that maybe a starfighter is what we want. Maybe work on a pitch. I'm not sure it's fully what we want.
You could be right. There's got to be a better way to pitch the idea. I'll give it some more thought. Thanks.
That's what I think, at least.
We'll talk later then.
Hello.
So, you're Walter's friend. I know he chose you to head this project as some sort of favor. Honestly, as senior technical designer, I was hoping to receive that honor, but there's always next time. Regardless, I'm excited to help you out. Do you have any experience building spaceships?
Done a little work on them.
Good. We were worried you knew nothing and this would be a complete disaster. As long as you are willing to listen to us, we may still avoid that outcome. Now, I know you've been asked to give feedback on our design proposals. Would you care for a brief synopsis of mine?
Can you tell me a bit more about yourself first?
I'm the most senior designer on this project, for one. Despite all the acclaim he gets, I actually referred Frank to his current design position. He and I were in the same design program when we went to get our degrees back in uni. We support each other as friends as much as
Didn't even know if there was uni here.
Even when we disagree. I love my job here. But I dream one day of working for a small startup or running my own design firm so I can work on custom ships instead of mass-produced products.
Yes, please tell me what sort of ship you have in mind.
Of course. But first, let me ask you this.
Okay.
What pilot demographic is currently being underserved by the current starship market?
Probably explorers, I would say. Pirates have got shit tons. Salvagers have got shit tons. I haven't got, like, taxes? Maybe explorers. Explorers.
Yes. Finally, a kindred spirit operating on my own wavelength.
Hey.
You see, while many ships will operate to that end, Few ships are designed with exploration as their primary goal. It is my belief that if we build a ship with that in mind, Stroud Eklund will dominate that market sector. It's my hope that we can jumpstart a new era of affordable, accessible space exploration fueled by ordinary people like you and me.
How would I design a ship like that?
I'd start with a small ship profile. It won't need much storage or passenger capacity. Then, of course, you would want an advanced grav drive to reach deep space and plenty of energy for extended flights. In order to keep costs down, it likely doesn't need expensive weapon systems or defensive measures. It won't need those where it's going. And of course, high-end scanners and other scientific equipment is a must.
Not a bad concept, but it seems like a very niche product.
Yeah, that's what Jules said too. But at least that gives me something to think about. Thanks. I'll refine the idea and propose it next time, I guess.
What do you think about the company?
Why do I feel like answering this could be a trap coming from someone who was sent here by Walter to step in and take over our project? It's not like I have anything to hide. I used to think working for a super wealthy corporation would be terrible, but honestly, it's pretty great. They've been good to me, and the stability is way better than any startup. I've had opportunities I wouldn't have anywhere else, so yeah, pretty great.
What did your job entail?
Well, as a senior designer, I'm trusted to work on some pretty important features on these ships. Most of my work is on the technical features, designing them to be more user-friendly. Computer systems like navigation, targeting, you name it. It may not be as glamorous as what Frank does, but without me, these ships would be almost impossible for the average consumer to actually use.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Bye.
Hi there, Mike.
I'm wondering if we need another chef in the kitchen.
Wow.
And again, I hear Walter brought you in to finally make a decision around here.
Has that been a problem?
Well, how do I put this? My co-workers are smart people. But between you and me, they're in way over their head with this project. Jules especially. She's new at being a project lead and has insisted we design by committee, so everyone's voice is heard. Admirable,
not a bad thing.
But no one could agree on anything, and we're running significantly behind because of it.
Glad to be of service then.
Good. Just so long as you don't push us to make anything too nutty. I think your decisiveness will put us back on the right track. Speaking of which, I think my plan will get us where we need to be as quickly and efficiently as possible. It's simple, no frills, and most importantly, won't cause me any major headaches on the engineering side.
Sounds like this project is hard on engineers. Why is that?
Let me tell you. All the creative minds around here are so concerned with designing the most innovative and fancy ships possible. They never stop to think about the kind of work it takes to do that in a reasonable time frame.
That's fair.
Yes, we're engineers. Our job is to make the bloody impossible possible. But that doesn't mean it's easy or practical. That and there's never enough of us to go around.
Okay, but first, can you tell me about your role here?
Couldn't figure it out from the engineering talk? I'm an engineer, mate. It means I'm the one who's got to put together all these plans and actually make the bloody ship fly. Been doing it for going on 25 years at various star yards. They still haven't realized this place would fall apart if not for me. Instead of letting me get to my work, they keep giving me fancy new titles and got me tied up in endless meetings like this one.
Sounds like a win for the team. Go on.
It's truth, and we need it. The others believe we need to think big and innovate. Reality is, we just need to do what we do better than anyone else. So I'm thinking, there's loads of fighters. No sense in mucking about with that again. And we've already got one of the best luxury liners in the biz. What I figure is, the cargo running business is booming, and no one's quite built a personal craft like that to serve the working class folk. Nothing fancy, no frills. Just a simple, sturdy, inexpensive ship with cargo room up the wazoo and make it so easy my cousin's little moppet could
I need
fly.
all the cargo room in the world. Seems enough. Any other design considerations?
Our objective should be to build a huge ship with plenty of cargo room while keeping the costs low. Doesn't need fancy equipment, just the basics. Basic weapons, Basic defenses, basic scanners. You get the idea.
Yeah,
If we go with a design like that, I can focus on quality construction, and the ship will practically sell itself.
Maybe you can make your pitch a little more exciting?
Yes, of course. Zhuzh it up just enough to disappoint me even more when we ultimately end up choosing something ridiculous. Thanks.
What do you think, Stroud Eklund?
I assume you mean the company and not the people. Because even if I didn't already think so, I'd tell you that both Walter and Issa are great. The company's still kind of young as far as Star Yards go, but it seems to be going in the right direction, despite what it may look like. I've been doing this for a while at other Star Yards, and so far, we're avoiding a lot of the mistakes some of the older corps have made.
Interesting. Do you like the lead engineer?
Yeah, that's me, innit? Been here since the start of the company. Done engineering for going on 30 years total.
30 years?
So I keep telling them, it's senior, not lead engineer. I've got no interest in being lead. Too much management. Not enough tactile work. And yet here I am. Resigned to my fate on the R&D team.
You don't like being involved in R&D?
Nope. Not really. I like to think I don't have the ego for it. I've got nothing to prove, and I don't rightly care to make my mark on the industry. All I want to do is build the best damn starships I can, and not get bogged down with all the excess particulars. But upper management loves the work I do, and they wouldn't let me say no to this. I guess they needed someone to keep everyone's heads out of the clouds, so here I am.
Makes sense.
Hope we didn't scare you off, huh?
No, you haven't scared me off at all. Hi there. Have you got the same hair as me? No, you don't. Hi there, Neve.
Hi. Need something?
You seem a little on edge. Is something wrong?
Oh, no. Well, it's just... I'm a little new here, and everyone's got these big, flashy designs. And I'm supposed to come up with one too, but like, I don't know if it's as good or like, good at all, even.
Nothing I've heard so far has blown me away, so it can't be any worse.
Can I tell you? Part of me was hoping you'd say that. So, I was thinking that we could really use a recreational craft in our fleet. But not like super luxurious like our Adonis pleasure yacht, something marketed more towards families. Something Mom and Dad could pack up and take the kids on vacation. You probably think that's stupid, right?
A little bit. What would it take to design a ship like that?
I haven't thought of all the details, but I'd imagine lots of passenger space would be a top priority. A mid-sized ship with enough room for one, or maybe even 2 or 3 families to spread out and relax. I don't think it'd need any fancy weapons or scientific equipment, so it should be pretty affordable. Families don't want to spend a fortune, so keeping the cost low will help guarantee plenty of sales.
You really think that kind of ship is in demand?
I used to go off-world camping with my family when I was a kid. The other families we met always complained their ships weren't quite adequate for family vacations. They never had enough room, and the kids would always fight. I've done some market research, and like, no ship manufacturer seems to be making ships for things like this. Which means even if the demand is low, we can fill this niche and still sell a lot.
Interesting. If I'm being honest, not my sort of thing. I don't know how well it would sell.
Well, you listened to my idea more than the others did, so I'll take it as a good sign. Thanks.
I want to stay kind of neutral. You like working here?
So far I do. But, just between you and me, I feel like I'm in a little over my head. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. But my bosses really seem to like my work, so I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm doing something right.
True that.
I still feel weird pitching ideas to people who have been at this for so much longer than I have.
There's nothing wrong with that. What's it like to do in a marketing for chip manufacturer like this?
It's interesting.
It's interesting.
I'm new, and I've never done anything like this before coming here. Marketing for ships, specifically, that is. There are so many things to think of for different demographics, like style, features, cost, and all that. And you also need to think about offensive and defensive capabilities, because space is dangerous and people need to feel like the ship they're buying is safe.
Through that, I guess. You mentioned what you were new. What did you do here before this?
Yeah, I've only been here for a few months. I did a little marketing for Chunks before this, but it was really more of an internship.
Interesting.
Ships are like totally different than that.
Well,
I
yeah.
applied for the job here on a whim because I thought it'd be fun. I never expected to be hired.
Oh, wow.
See you later.
I'll see you later. Right.
Data from your ship is going to
Frank.
be critical to our design process.
You know, I have designed spacecraft for over 10 years. So, you must have really impressed Walter for him to give you this project. Or maybe it's a bit of nepotism. Never mind that. Perhaps he sees in you what he sees in me.
Wow. What do you think Walter sees in you, us?
My hope is that he sees the passion in our work. In truth, I know he values me, but he has yet to truly cut me loose from the corporate reins and let me do as I wish. But I understand Walter has given you much greater control of our project. Perhaps I can learn from you and convince him I'm ready for the same.
Can you tell me about yourself?
As a designer, I see the beauty in our craft and deliver that to the consumer. My desire is to make flying in our ships a joy to all the senses.
Right.
I have won awards. I am proud of my work. But I do not like to brag. Rather, my goal is to change the board's perception of employees like myself from mere cogs in the corporate machine to value us as artists and let us do as we please.
Tentative experiences, Amash. I know you wish I wasn't here to give feedback. Let's get over it. Jules asked me to give some feedback on your. Jules asked me to give you some feedback on your ship design proposal. Let's hear it.
Ah, yes. At least you may be more open to my ideas than my
Exactly,
colleagues.
Liz.
Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Imagine a luxury craft designed for the most discerning of tastes. Every feature designed for comfort and peace of mind. High-end performance, precision engineering, a spacecraft for those who wish to be seen. This will be the most elite personal craft on the market.
How would we design a ship like that? Like, this guy, I just feel like I want to punch in the fucking face. Like, seriously.
The ship should be mid-size, spacious but not bulky. We'll want to build it with the highest quality, most expensive modules available. It should feel safe, but not threatening. Focus on defensive measures, not aggressive weaponry. Above all, you should be able to picture your favorite celebrity, or Walter himself, flying this ship and influencing others to buy as well.
You're onto something, but I think you need to define your pitch a little better.
I think I understand what you mean. It is not enough to say it's a high-end luxury ship. Who is flying this ship? Where do they go? What is their story? And why do they crave such attention? Oh, thank you. I will think on this and improve on my proposal.
What's going on, Frank? Why so defensive about your design?
Because I am the lead designer on the project. It is literally my job to design it. It is frustrating because I keep getting pushback. And Jules has this idea that we will make a better product by designing it all together. Since everyone has equal say, it led us to a standstill. It was much easier before.
Why work here if you're so unhappy with how things are?
Just because I do not like how corporate we have become doesn't mean I don't like getting paid. Besides, with every successful ship I design, I believe I can influence the company to shift away from typical corporate bullshit and back to taking risks by pursuing art and innovation. Then again, here we are.
What's so important about wanting to sell your ship to celebrities? Why is that important?
2 words. Conspicuous consumption. Are you familiar with this concept?
Not really. Not really.
Of course not.
Wow.
It's when someone buys something expensive, mostly because it is expensive in an effort to show off their wealth to others. So, if we target what the wealthy elite and celebrities want, and sell the ship at a premium, they will buy it, and others will follow in order to be trendy. Imagine a star like Borealis is seen getting out of one of our luxury ships. Everyone is going to want one, so they too can feel like a celebrity.
I get your point.
Later.
I do get his point. You didn't have to stand outside.
Hope you have a good...
Transport traders to Aquila. That's it.
Hey.
Is that it?
I'm proud to be part of the Stroud Eklund team.
Let's have a quick look around here. Is this just a maze or? Oh wow. Inaccessible. Oh, it's a docking port. I feel like this place would quickly turn into a maze.
Avershaw can help you if you need anything.
So you really can't get very many places, can you? Like, there's literally like 2-3 rooms. Secure access.
These ships are some... You have a good day.
Oh, sales computer. What did that say? Contacts. Radix is the only available craft to these major ships with dedicated support network of mindless traders. Although by law we cannot offer more than standard trader time to compensation, why not work for a company that cares? Contacts are weird. Winning sales have profit. Okay, so it's a job.
Loaded. Then you throw in Walter
Okay.
It is good to be back in our own ship.
I hear Constellation has been collecting.
Oh, I was like, who the fuck are you?
Ancient things.
Thanks for having me on board. Let me know if I'm in your...
I was just like, who the fuck are these people? Oh fuck, I didn't mean to board. I meant to undock. I should have gone back to the cockpit. Oh well.
I can't wait to be back on solid ground again.
Okay. Guess we're taking these traders home. So we're in Narion. We need to go back to Shane. Aquila. Set course. Off we go.